Hi everyone, thanks for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shannon. I'm a full-time online reseller. I sell used clothing and other items from thrift stores, and I sell them on Poshmark, eBay, Mercari. I just started selling on Etsy, and I am on Depop, but I'm not really active on there anymore. I'm getting more active into Etsy. So if you're new here, I sell at the username Shanny Sells, and all of my shops will be linked down below. But today I'm doing a what sold video. I also want to apologize for not having a Vlogmas video yesterday. I don't have any other excuse except for I was tired and I was getting a little bit YouTube burnt out, so I needed like a little day of a break. Also, my forehead's really shiny because I'm in my bedroom and I'm right under the light. Anyway, and you're gonna hear Renfield in the background. Side note, we just had dinner and we had spaghetti and meatballs and garlic bread, and I gave him a piece of the garlic bread and he brought it onto the bed, onto his blanket. He has like his own blanket over our duvet, and he has the piece of garlic bread on the bed right now. So there's this what sold video goes over December 1st to December 7th. And it's all of my sales. So last week was a really good sales week, and I think a lot of it has to do with Christmas coming. People are Christmas shopping, all of that stuff. So it was a really good sales week. I had a net profit after, this is my take-home profit after fees and after my cost of goods to get the items. I had a net profit of $589.67. Now, if you've watched my what solds in the past, I normally average around like 400 to 450, sometimes above that. My goal has been to get above 500 take-home profit a week. So I'd like to be in this, range like regularly and not just around Christmas time. But obviously right now is a good time for Christmas shopping and everything. I have had weeks that were over 500 take home. My best sales week to date was actually in the summer, which is really random because the summer is a terrible time for reselling. And I'm not going to find it right now, but I made over $600 take home in that 1 week. And I think it was sometime in August or July. So anyway, last week I had 13 Poshmark sales and I had 10 eBay sales. I had 1 Mercari sale, 1 Depop sale, and I made a sale on Etsy. I have to say, I've been listing consistently on Etsy. I'm still working on cross-listing a lot of my vintage items over there, and because I've been consistent, I guess, I have been making good sales. I actually made 2 Etsy sales today, and I think 1 yesterday. So, really happy so far with how that's going. Actually cover from December 2nd until the 8th. Now I had to double check because my first sale was made on December 2nd, and I guess I didn't have any Poshmark sales on December 1st. So that's why I was second guessing myself. But on December 3rd, I sold these Levi's Vintage 900 series high-rise mom jeans, and these gave me a profit of $20 after fees. Mom jeans do really well. If I see them, I always pick them up, especially Levi's. So that was a great sale. On the 3rd, I sold this purple mini vintage backpack I featured in a recent thrift haul. This was really cute. I made $12 after fees. It was super 90s. I actually had someone comment on it on Poshmark that said they had the same exact one when they were a kid, so that was really cool. On December 5th, I sold this Keen bag and I made $19.80. Keen is a great brand, and I normally only see their shoes and boots, but I had never seen a bag by them before, so as soon as I saw it, I figured I would try it out, and it didn't even sit that long. On the 6th, I sold this Harley Davidson sweater. This was really cool. It had some like bling on the writing on the sweater, and it was white, and it was like a pullover. I made $12 after fees. On the 6th, I sold this vintage jewelry box, which was actually my own jewelry box that I was selling. It was vintage and it was real leather on top, and it had like little tiny clams. I made $20 on that jewelry box after fees. On the 6th, I actually wrote down 2, but I sold a bundle of 3 Christmas villages, and I made $20.80 on those Christmas villages. I know for a fact I paid, I think $4 for each of them. The 2 bigger ones were $4 at an estate sale, and I picked those up probably around October. And I featured them in a recent thrift haul. I'm not sure if the person saw the thrift haul or just bought them. But the other one I picked up at a Salvation Army or a Goodwill, and I think it was like $1. So I made $20.80 on all 3 of those, and they were all new in box. On the 6th, I sold this Simply Noel wrap. I made $5.25 on that sale. So this was kind of an annoying sale. The person opened a case on me saying that it didn't fit them the way that they thought it would, but the picture they submitted was them wearing the wrap a completely different way than the stock photo, which you'll see here. She posted a picture of her wearing it like the completely opposite way, so obviously it's not going to look the same as it does in the photo if you're wearing it a different way. She also claimed that there was discoloration on the back of the wrap, but I know that there wasn't, and the picture she submitted had really bad lighting, so you couldn't even tell. Long story short, it doesn't matter anyway because Poshmark decided to side with both me and the buyer, which was really awesome. So I guess the buyer got refunded and I got to keep my profit. So in the long run, I was happy with that decision. On the 6th, I sold this wolf fleece blanket, and I made $3.25 on that blanket. On the 6th, I sold a really exciting bundle of 3 items. I sold a free country jacket. This is my second time selling this brand, Free Country. If you look up their website, their pieces retail for a lot of money, and they have some really good ski jackets. I sold another down jacket that was like a ski jacket on eBay by that same brand. So in the bundle, they had that Free Country jacket. They had this vintage 90s Talbot's kids, it was like a corduroy overall dress, and a mini Bowden jacket, which the Talbot's dress and the Bowden jacket were featured in a recent thrift haul. I made $71.68 on that bundle, so that was really exciting, and I don't sell a lot of bundles, so anytime I get a bundle, I'm very excited. On the 6th, I sold this vintage glass bottle. I picked this up at a yard sale, I believe, over the summer, probably in the very beginning of summer. I've had it for quite a while, and I made $4.05 on that bottle. On the 7th, I sold these level 99 distressed raw hem jeans, and I had heard about this brand from other resellers, and I saw it in the thrift store. I picked it up. Not sure that I would do that again. It sat for a very long time, but the person left me a really nice 5-star review saying that it's now their favorite pair of jeans, and they loved how they fit, and they were happy with the fast shipping, so that was really nice. I made $19.80 on those jeans. On the 7th, I sold this pair of Nike sneakers, which were really interesting. I made $40 on those sneakers. I had them listed for, I believe, $50, and the person offered me like $45 or something like that. Very reasonable offer. I accepted right away. And these were interesting because when I first picked them up, I thought they were vintage the way they looked. After doing research, I determined that Nike had remade this, or had made this pair of sneakers to look like a pair that they had in the 1970s. And you'll see in the picture they have that really retro look to them. So anyway, the person that bought them left me a 5-star review saying they loved them and they were super happy. So I was very happy with that. That was all my Poshmark sales. Moving on to eBay, on the 2nd, I sold these Burton snowboard boots, and I made $46.31 on those boots. I remember picking these up back in the fall at one of my favorite thrift stores and I paid $7 for them. Even though shipping was going to be annoying, it didn't end up being as bad as I thought. And the person told me that I didn't have to worry about like wrapping them very well. They just needed them like soon, so I shipped them quickly, and I made a good profit on those. On the 3rd, I sold this funny sale of this Hooters hat. It was a baseball hat, and it said "more than a mouthful." You'll see in the photo. I made a lot of money on this hat. I made $19.52, and I actually picked this hat up in a $10 bag sale, so that was a really awesome profit. On the 3rd, the sale, I had a lot of interesting sales last week. So my mom's boyfriend gave me a bunch of clothes to resell, which was awesome, and 2 things have already sold. Actually, both of them sold last week, and you'll see I'll talk about the other one later on. Both of them sold on eBay and sold extremely quickly. This pair of Calvin Klein underwear, they were brand new. He gave me a bunch of Calvin Klein underwear that were all new. And apparently these underwear are not made anymore. They're discontinued. The woman that bought them was looking for them for her husband. And after she bought them, I asked her what the style name was, and I found out they're called the Calvin Klein Micro X. Another interesting thing about these underwear is that the actor in Back to the Future wore these underwear, and I don't know if that's why they're so popular, but it's a part of the reason. So after that, I changed my, he had given me a lot of these, so I had the other ones listed as well. I have 2 sets of 3 or 4 listed on eBay right now. One of them has 3 watchers, the other has 4, so they should be selling soon. I keep sending out offers, I keep running sales, so I'm sure they'll sell soon. And if I ever see these out in the wild, I will most definitely pick them up, and so should you, because they are very sought after. People are searching for these underwear because they don't make them anymore. Anyway, I sold this set of, I forget the number, but you'll see it here. I think it was 6, and I made $37.59 on that bundle, and I got a great rating from the buyer, so I was really happy with that. I never thought I would be selling my mom's underwear, but here we are. When I say I will sell anything, I will sell anything. Especially if it makes me 100% profit. 3rd, I sold these Adidas sneakers. I would not pick these up again. They sat all summer long, even after sending out multiple offers. But I did eventually sell them, and I made $7.58. Another Adidas item. On the 3rd, on eBay, I sold this Adidas University of Vermont beanie. And I found that out by looking up the logo on the back. And you'll see it here. It's the University of Vermont beanie. And I made $32.35 on that beanie, so that was a really good sale. On the 5th, I sold these Wild Engine jeans. They were white skinny jeans, and I made $8.05 on that sale. On the 6th, I had this very exciting sale. Another item from my mom's boyfriend was this amazing vintage 100% silk dragging kimono. And here's an example of just how important keywords are. I'll insert the title right here of what I used. Also, I did my research, and when I was cross-listing, I also looked this up on Etsy, and I discovered that this is also called a smoking robe. Dragon silk kimono smoking robe. You'll see all the keywords right here. Definitely think that that helped. It also had quite a few favorites on Etsy in the amount of time I had it listed. This sold on the 6th of December, and he only gave me these items to sell, I think, on December 2nd, because the underwear sold in like a day or less, I think within a few hours of listing. So the kimono did not sell. It sold shortly after, and I made $65.30 on that sale. So if you ever see anything like that out, I would definitely pick it up. So on the 7th, I had another item that sold really quickly. I featured it in my last thrift haul, actually. It was the White House Black Market leopard career pants, and they sold very fast. They sold, and I made $28.19. So I think I was saying in that video that I wasn't sure if they would sell, but I would give them a chance. based on the fact that they were leopard, and leopard and animal print is very in right now. Also based on the fact that career pants are something people look for, and White House Black Market is a good brand. So now I'm definitely going to seek that brand out more often, because I think I mentioned as well that I've sold the same corset by that brand. I had found it once, it sold on eBay pretty fast. Then I found it another time, and it was a different color, and it sold just as fast. So definitely keep an eye out for that brand if you see it. On the 7th, I sold this wicker bunny rabbit, and he was super cute. I had him in my office for a little while, and he was actually holding my pens, and I was getting really acquainted with him and kind of sad when he left. Good luck, little guy, on your journey. Hope you make it there safely. Mommy will miss you. I made $11.64 on that bunny, and I hope he has a good home. On December 7th, I sold this Adriana Papel layered dress. This sat for a really long time. It was kind of hard to photograph, and I couldn't find a stock photo, but I made $9.30 on that sale. Okay, that was all my eBay sales. So what I've noticed about this week is that while I sold less items than the week before on Poshmark and eBay, which are my two streams of income, they're my two main sites that I sell on and make the most money, I sold less items, but they were the average sale price was higher than the week before. So like with the $70 bundle and the $40 Nike sneakers and the kimono, Burton boots, like everything was like higher sale price. So that was really nice. And I mean, that's, you know, my goal eventually is to, even if I'm selling less items, that would be nice to sell less items but make a higher average sale price, so that you're not shipping as much out and it's not as like overwhelming, but you're still making as much or hopefully more money than you were before. So moving on to Mercari, I had one sale. I sold this Harry Potter Hufflepuff sweater I featured in my last thrift haul. This sold so quickly, within hours of listing. Actually, I think within the hour of listing, because I was getting ready to cross-list it over to eBay, and before I had time to do that, it sold. I got an offer on Mercari, I accepted right away, and I made $22.01 on that sweater. I have a funny story about this Depop sale. So I had one Depop sale. I woke up to it. I hadn't been doing anything on Depop like all week. Maybe I listed like one thing all week. I just haven't been. I've been focusing more on Etsy. So this sold overnight. It was this Dickies denim button-down shirt, and I did make $10.21 on that shirt. However, when I was looking at the shipping label when I printed it out, it was a very interesting name. It was a name that sounded like a restaurant, so something just inclined me to like research it. And so I was like, I wonder if this is going to a restaurant, like maybe the person works at a restaurant and they're getting their package delivered there, who knows. So I looked it up, and I found that the person that ordered it, without saying who it is, was someone that's on IMDb as a director. And they're not like super well known from what I can see, but they are on IMDb as a director of like indie films. So that was really cool. I mean, I don't think they're famous, but it was kind of like semi-famous. It was still cool. Etsy sale. So I sold this set of wicker baskets, which I love picking up wicker baskets, and I sell them in sets all the time. And what I've noticed about Etsy so far is people are definitely willing to pay more money for items than on Poshmark and eBay, which we kind of like, we know that already. That's like Etsy's, I feel like Etsy is just a whole different aesthetic and draw for people. Like to say, oh, I got that on Etsy is kind of like a cool thing. Anyway, I sold this set of baskets, and I made $42.99 on those baskets, which was an amazing profit. That was all my sales for the week. Like I said, I had a net profit of $589.67, which was amazing. I'm hoping this week will be just as good, if not better. But I will let you guys know how this week goes too. And I am trying to get more consistent with the what sold videos. They just take so much editing work with the pictures that I have to insert. But let me know what you guys think of the what sold video. And I'll see you tomorrow in Vlogmas day 12.